Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're a new subscriber, please don't forget to hit the notifications bell so that you will be notified of any of my recent uploads. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is going to be on my favorite drugstore beauty products. I have to tell you, I don't have a ton of them. There are several go-to items that I just repurchase over and over again. But there are some staple items that I do use every single day, and to tell you the truth, could not put my makeup on unless I have them. So they're just products that are good standbys that I will repurchase over and over and over again simply because they work, and I have not found anything that works better than them. With that being said, I cannot go category by category because I do not have drugstore items in every category to do my face. For instance, I do not own a drugstore foundation nor a drugstore concealer for the simple fact that they do not match my skin tone. I have not found a drugstore foundation that matches my skin tone as well as the department store ones or some of the higher end foundations. It's just a fact of life for me. Everything that I have tried out drugstore wise is too pink in tone. I have very yellow undertone, but I'm also very pale. So I have like a pale tan, if you will. So a lot of drugstore foundations just do not work. They end up looking completely weird on my complexion. My absolute favorite powder from the drugstore, and I use this to set my under eye, to set my face, to bake, to do everything, is the Airspun, COTY Airspun translucent powder. It's, you know, old school. My grandmother used it. If it was good enough for her, it's good enough for me. Sets everything beautifully. Honestly, does not crease under my under eyes. It just, you know, mattifies. I can come back, touch up with this throughout the day if I need to, and it doesn't move my makeup. It doesn't settle, doesn't do anything. It just gives me that clear airbrushed face. I do very, very much like eyeliner from the drugstore, and this is the Maybelline Master Precise by Eye Studio in the shade Black. And I have two of them because they get kind of dried out quickly. However, it's still very, very useful. So what I use these for, and mostly it's the tip that I like on the product. So here it is. This felt tip right here. This is how I create my winged liner. I literally, and this is the #1 tip I give anybody who asks me, what do you do for winged liner? I stamp it. I use the outer corner of my eye, I match this up, I press it in like that, and I drag. That gives me that sharp line with the point right here. Then I will go in, and that's with my fresh one. I always do it with the fresh one. I will go in with my other one, which tends to be more dried out than the fresher one, and I will go in and just line my eye like normal until it meets the edge, and then fill in that little triangle that I've created with the two lines. So one stamp going this way, one line going this way, and it creates a triangle right here that I just fill in. And with the fresh one, it just looks good. So yes, I mean with the older one it looks good. So that is my #1 tip, and I only buy this liner for that reason. The felt tip is what gives me the edge that I am looking for, that I love, and I haven't found that in any other liner. I use the brush. The brush does all the work for me. It is nothing that I am doing. It is like literally stamp and drag, and that is it. So I, you know, over and over and over again repurchase the Maybelline Precise liners. They're hard to find. They're not always in stock. I do very, very much like drugstore mascara. To me, honestly, mascara is something that I apply just to get my lashes out of my eyes. I like false lashes, so I don't necessarily have to have like a specific formula or anything like that. I do have brush preferences. I don't like for brushes to be too thick, too big, because it gets all over my eyes, but I like for them to separate the lashes and just kind of make them darker. And then I go in with false lashes anyway, and I feel like that really determines how my eyes look, not the mascara. So I'm not too picky, but I really do like L'Oreal's mascaras. The formulas are always great. They're blacker than black if you get the, what is it, darkest or the blackest black. This is the Voluminous Million Lashes XS. I love the Voluminous line. I just feel like their brushes are precise enough to get into there and really get every lash. I'm very, very bad about my lower lashes. It gets everywhere, so I have to clean up. So like I said, I'm not too picky about mascara. However, I do only buy the L'Oreal mascaras because every single one I've tried I absolutely love. So L'Oreal mascara. The drugstore lashes, I love other brands. I love mink lashes. However, a lot of times I don't have time to get online and order, you know, a bundle of lashes from a website and then wait, you know, for the shipping a week. A lot of times I need them the day of or within like the next day or two. So for me, Ardell lashes are hands down my absolute favorite because I can pop into whatever drugstore or grocery store and pick them up, and I always have them. So when I go grocery shopping at my H-E-B, typically I'll buy a set of lashes if I need them, or two, just to have on hand. So I always buy Ardell's. Love them. I have on Ardell Wispies right now, which are these, the Demi Wispies. I like for them to be tapered, so they're smaller at the inner corners and larger at the outer corners. They have some that are, you know, dramatic and all one length. However, for me, for my eye shape, I like them to be tapered like that. My favorite blushes. My absolute favorite drugstore blush is from Hard Candy line, which I have on today. It's the Hard Candy blush in Living Doll. It's a very, very pretty pink-based blush. I prefer pink-based blushes to corals or oranges or anything like that. It's just a beautiful pink. It does have a little shimmer through it. Very, very pretty. It looks gorgeous. It gives me life. I just love it. And then the other two, that one you have to buy specifically at Walmart, but the other two are from the Milani line. Of course, Luminoso, which is everybody's favorite. It is too coral, I would say, in my opinion, to be one of my absolute favorites, but it is pretty. It gives you a really good look. If I'm going to use a coral blush, this is the one I go to because it's just a beautiful, flawless, kind of luminous finish. So love that. But the one that I really like is called Berry Amore, which is just more pink based, and that to me it just gives my face, it gives my skin brightness when I wear a pink toned blush. So love that. Those are my favorite blushes. For highlight, I have to tell you, e.l.f. lately has really been hitting it on the head with a lot of their beauty products, and the highlighters that look like this, the little e.l.f. highlighters, they're called Gems, I think. These are absolutely stunning. This one is a little too dark for me. It's called Blush Gem, but it's absolutely beautiful. It still looks really pretty, but it is a little dark. This one in Moonlight Pearls is so beautiful. It's what I have on here right now and down my nose. Gorgeous. And to tell you the truth, when I got these, and they sent these to me, when I got these, I was like, this does nothing whatsoever. But it's baked, and every baked product I've ever used, you have to wear down like the first layer, maybe even the first 3 layers to actually get color payoff or luminous payoff. And that's exactly what I had to do. I had to wear this sucker down to get it to do this. When it comes to lip liners at the drugstore, the NYX line, they just lip liner line. Now these are part of their like normal lip liners, and you can tell I use the crap out of them. They're like, this is a full-size one. They are used. I get so much use out of these. And a lot of the shades are dupes for like the MAC lip liners. Now, these are more dry than any lip liners I've ever used, but if you keep them sharp and you warm them up, you can get them on your lips and they look really, really pretty. So for me, like the expense-wise, these are like $2.99, possibly $3.99 now, I don't remember, but you can afford to have every color you need with the NYX line because they are so relatively cheap. Like I said, they don't do anything special outside of just lining your lips in the color. Payoff is great. They're not moisturizing, they don't make your lips feel, you know, great or anything like that like a lot of other lip liners do, but the colors are just perfect. So I love that, and I actually really do like just wearing one of these nude ones. Today I have on Dolly Pink. Just wearing a nude one with a Burt's Bees chapstick, which is one of my absolute favorite drugstore chapsticks. It's just Burt's Bees. I love all the different flavors or scents. This adds to the lip liner what the lip liner is missing, the moisturization effect that you can get out of a lot of higher end lip liners. My favorite drugstore gloss, of course, the NYX Butter Gloss, which is just a beautiful buttery gloss, no shimmer to it, it's just gloss. It has a little bit of a color payoff. This is Creme Brulee. I also like Eclair, which is more pink like this. Absolutely beautiful, stunning lip gloss. It's just, and it has a good scent. It's not offensive or anything like that. So absolutely love those. This is a setting spray, the Milani Make It Last setting spray, which is one of my favorite setting sprays. I love it. It has a good scent. Whew. I can't spray and breathe in. It drives me nuts. So it has a good scent. It sets. It does have a little bit of an alcohol kind of smell to it, but it kind of dissipates and you're just left with like a rosy, fresh, flowery scent. But it's a setting spray and it's supposed to prime, correct, and set, so all in one. It's lightweight, and for 16 hours it's not supposed to fade or crease your makeup. And I love it. I still use my Studio Fix Plus spray a lot. However, this is a lot cheaper. It's half the price and it does just as good of a job. Locks everything in place. I don't leave my house without setting my makeup with a makeup spray, especially since I'm very oily. I use a lot of mattifying, a lot of powdery products to set. It takes away that skin look. And when you use a setting spray after you've used a ton of powders, it adds that kind of skin, natural skin, beauty, satin finish to your face just with the spray without being oily. You know what I mean? So my skin is still mattified, but now it looks fresh. It looks like skin. It doesn't look flat. So I love setting sprays for that. The other thing that I absolutely love is the Derma E line of products. I have Derma E moisturizers. My makeup remover is Derma E. It's in the shower, it's wet, I didn't get it out for that reason. But my nighttime moisturizer is a little pot Derma E. And Derma E is absolutely fabulous. I love the fact that I can get this at my H-E-B. They stock all of the Derma E line and I can pick up what I need when I need it. So my earrings are by Aster. They are from my Rocks box. They're beautiful little gold tassels and I'm in love with them. Necklace is my Tiffany diamond that I love, and my shirt is from J. Crew. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed those beauty products. Let me know what your absolute favorite Holy Grail drugstore beauty product is down below, and I hope you all have a very happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.